Hi, guys. All right. So I'm just going to give this just a minute to see if we get anyone else who signs in.
Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
So we've been able to stay, but unfortunately last night there was no day, so, you know, yeah, they asked me to come back.
Okay, guys, we're going to get started. This is a pretty simple, this training is just for annual assessments. This is just the assessment that you should be doing for permanent housing when you recertify people. This should be done. And for anything transitional, John, like you guys have, I recommend doing it once a year, however you want to handle that. I imagine you'll meet with people at the year mark, so you'll just have to come up with a way that you want to do this. But the annual assessment lets us track any changes in income and benefits for everyone. It's helpful in between entry and exit for everyone.
Okay.
All right. So very simple. I'm going to just log in as myself here, and since I have Stephanie on this call, I'm going to shadow Stephanie. And I'm just going to show you guys how this works. So you'll find the appropriate client that you need to work on, of course, using your client point search. Actually, here, let's do this. Find your client, and you'll find the record of entry into your program. So since they're still in your program when they do an annual assessment, you'd have no exit date. You'll go to the entry exit tab, and if you look over here along the entry exit on your program, you should see a button that says interims, one that says follow-ups, and then just one that's a client count and a place for attachments. The interim button is where you're going to do your annual assessment. So if for some reason you log in and you don't see these, let me know, but they should be turned on for all the programs that need them. So click on, it's actually a little piece of paper, it's pretty hard to see, but click on the little piece of paper under interims, and you get a pop-up box, and it asks you to add an interim review. If the person has already had reviews, for example, if they're in a permanent housing program for a long time, they'll start to have a list of reviews. That's completely fine. But when you go in to add another annual review or annual assessment, you'll create a new one. You're not going to write over one that already exists. So add an interim review, and it'll ask you what the review type is. There are different types of review lengths listed here for different types of programs, but what you guys will want to focus on is annual assessment. The review date. This is the only slightly tricky part about this. The review date needs to be within 30 days before or 30 days after the anniversary date of entering your program. So in this example, let's see if I can move these. This person entered the program on 10/3 of 2016. So my interim review needs to be within 30 days before or 30 days after 10/3 of 2017. It will stop you if you try to put something in here that doesn't work. It'll stop you. It'll say it needs to be within 30 days, but you need to make sure that's the case. It doesn't mean that you have to have done the assessment within that time frame. It just means that when you're entering an HMIS, that's the date range it's going to want from you. So I'm just going to leave it as the anniversary date, 10/3 of 2017. Save and continue, and you will get the assessment screen. You'll see that your assessment that's highlighted that you'll be working on is this update. So this is the one that you're going to be working off of. It'll automatically fill in whatever you answered on the entry, and you will just have to go through and make any corrections. So if I put $1,200 in as her income at entry, but now she's making $1,500, she got a little bit of a raise, then I would want to type in the new number. I'd want to revise her income here. I would want to, if she needs more, if she has different non-cash benefits, you'll want to go into the HUD verification link for that and choose anything else that she might be getting. Same with health insurance. If she has health insurance now, you'll want to make it a change here. That's completely fine. You'll want to update all of their information. All right, so those are the big ones. The things you'll update are predominantly monthly income, non-cash benefits, health insurance, and potentially some domestic violence information, but we'll see. Probably not. So that's all you'll need to do. When you're done with that, you will save and exit, and you'll see that it creates an annual assessment type here. This is where you'll start to see a list as people are in programs longer and longer. You'll see a little list here, but that's okay. Just every time you need to add one, add a new interim review. If you started a review or an assessment and got pulled away from your desk, you can go in through the pencil and continue editing that assessment if you need to. Same as the other parts of Service Point. The thing I'm recommending to everyone is I'm not asking everyone to go back in time, but I am asking, especially continuum of care funded projects, I'm asking you guys to make sure that there's an annual assessment in for 2017 for everybody, that calendar year 2017 for people that are in your program. So anyone you've recertified from January of 17 until October and moving forward, I want an assessment in there. That will mean that next time we try to run a report to show what our increases in income and benefits are, we will actually have data to run. So that's your homework moving forward. Anything, anyone who's had a recertification in 2017 needs to have one of these done. John, at LifePath, I don't know that you guys necessarily need to go back in time because you're redoing your program structure, but I would recommend moving forward that you start doing this for anyone who stays with you longer than a year.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. And actually, I can already see where I got some guys that I can go ahead and get some information entered into that screen anyway. So okay. I'll have some questions that are individualized I can get to you. We can set up a meeting time for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
Stephanie, do you have anything? I guess that's a no. All right. Any questions on this that you don't want to address right here, or you want to address right here?
No, I mean that's pretty simple actually.
It's very simple. It's just that no one's been doing it, so we're just going to review how to do it and move forward and start doing it.
Yeah, not a problem. That's easy.
All right. That's all it is. It's very short, very simple, and I am hoping that we will start collecting some information this way. So
Yeah.
that's it, guys. You're free to go.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Take care, Kelly.